Welcome to this tutorial on distributed tracing with Jaeger. In modern cloud-native environments, understanding how requests flow through your microservices is crucial for debugging and performance optimization. Jaeger is a powerful open-source tool that helps us achieve this visibility. Throughout this video, we'll explore how to integrate Jaeger into your Kubernetes cluster as part of your monitoring strategy. Let's start with the basics. In a microservices architecture, when a user makes a single request, that request doesn't just go to one service. Instead, it travels through multiple services, each performing a specific task. This creates a challenge. When something goes wrong or performance degrades, it's extremely difficult to figure out which service is causing the problem. This is where distributed tracing comes in. Distributed tracing is a technique that tracks a request's entire journey across all service boundaries. It provides complete end-to-end visibility into how requests flow through your system, capturing timing information and identifying where failures or slowdowns occur. To understand distributed tracing, you need to know three fundamental concepts. First is a trace, which represents the complete journey of a request as it travels through all your services. Think of it as the entire story of what happened when a user clicked a button. Second is a span, which represents a single operation within that trace. Each span captures timing data for one specific action, like a database query or an API call to another service. Finally, we have context, which is the metadata that gets propagated across service boundaries. This context is what ties all the spans together into a single trace, allowing us to see the full picture. Now you might be wondering, why should we use Jaeger specifically? Jaeger is an open-source distributed tracing platform that was originally developed by Uber to handle their massive microservices infrastructure. There are several compelling reasons to choose Jaeger. First, it's open tracing compliant, meaning it follows industry standards and can work with various instrumentation libraries. Second, it's highly scalable and designed to handle production workloads with millions of requests. Third, it has native Kubernetes support and follows cloud-native design principles, making it a perfect fit for modern containerized applications. And finally, it provides a rich user interface with topology views and dependency graphs that make it easy to understand your system's behavior. Let's dive into how Jaeger is architecturally designed. Jaeger consists of four main components that work together. First, we have the client, which refers to the instrumentation libraries that you add to your applications. These libraries are responsible for creating and emitting spans from your code. Next is the agent, which is a network daemon that runs alongside your applications. It listens for spans sent by the client libraries and batches them efficiently before forwarding them. Then we have the collector, which receives traces from the agents, validates them, processes them, and stores them in a backend database. Finally, there's the storage backend, which can be databases like Elasticsearch, Cassandra, or other supported storage systems where all your trace data is persisted for later analysis. To start using Jaeger, you need to instrument your applications. Instrumentation means adding Jaeger client libraries to your code so they can generate traces. Let's look at a Python example. You import the config class from the Jaeger client library, then create a configuration object. In the config, you specify the sampler type, which determines how often traces are captured. The const type with parameter 1 means you're capturing all traces, which is useful for development. You also specify your service name, which helps identify this particular microservice in the Jaeger UI. Finally, you initialize the tracer, which is the object you'll use throughout your application to create spans. Once you have a tracer initialized, creating spans is straightforward. Spans represent individual operations within your code that you want to track. In this example, we're using Python's context manager to start a span named process order. Inside the span, you can set tags, which are key-value pairs that provide additional context. Here, we're tagging the span with an order ID and customer ID, which will help us filter and search for specific traces later. You write your business logic as normal, and the span automatically captures the duration of the operation. You can also add log events to record specific moments during the span's execution, like when a payment is successfully processed. When the context manager exits, the span is automatically finished and sent to Jaeger. Now let's talk about deploying Jaeger on Kubernetes. There are 3 main deployment options to choose from. The most recommended approach for production is using the Jaeger Operator. This is a Kubernetes native way to deploy and manage Jaeger using custom resources, which means you can manage your Jaeger deployment just like any other Kubernetes resource. The second option is using Helm charts. Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes, and the Jaeger Helm charts provide configurable values that let you customize your deployment for production environments. The third option is the all-in-one deployment, which runs all Jaeger components in a single pod. This is perfect for development and testing environments, but it's not recommended for production use because it lacks the scalability and resilience that production workloads require. Let's walk through deploying Jaeger using the operator approach. The process is quite simple. First, you create a namespace called Observability, where your Jaeger resources will live. This helps keep your monitoring infrastructure organized and separate from your application workloads. Next, you install the Jaeger Operator itself by applying the operator YAML manifest. This creates the necessary custom resource definitions and deploys the operator that will manage your Jaeger instances. Finally, you apply a Jaeger instance YAML file, which is a custom resource that tells the operator how you want your Jaeger deployment configured. The operator then automatically creates and manages all the necessary Kubernetes resources, including deployments, services, and storage configurations. Here's what a Jaeger custom resource looks like. It's a YAML file that defines how your Jaeger instance should be deployed. The API version is jaegertracing.io/v1, and the kind is Jaeger, which tells Kubernetes this is a Jaeger custom resource. In the metadata section, you give your instance a name, in this case, Jaeger-prod. The spec section is where you configure your deployment. The strategy field determines how Jaeger components are deployed. The production strategy deploys separate pods for the collector, query service, and agent, providing better scalability and resilience. The storage section specifies where trace data will be stored. Here, we're using Elasticsearch, which is a popular choice for production deployments because it provides powerful search and aggregation capabilities for your trace data. Let's wrap up with some important best practices for using Jaeger in production. First, use sampling strategies to control the volume of traces you collect. Tracing every single request can generate massive amounts of data and impact performance, so use adaptive sampling to capture representative traces without overwhelming your system. Second, add meaningful tags and logs to your spans. The more context you provide, the easier it will be to diagnose issues when they occur. Include information like user IDs, request IDs, and important business data. Third, remember to monitor Jaeger's own resource usage. Like any monitoring tool, Jaeger itself consumes resources, so keep an eye on its CPU, memory, and storage usage to ensure it doesn't impact your applications. Finally, secure access to the Jaeger UI with proper authentication. Trace data can contain sensitive information about your system and users, so make sure only authorized personnel can access it. Following these practices will help you get the most value from Jaeger while keeping your system performant and secure.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.